Good morning, everyone. Riftcal. We are gonna do some more Hades here. I'm not actually sure what I want to do here. Ironically, I kind of paused on this screen and then realized afterwards that I couldn't pull up my menu to actually look at what boons I had. We really need to get Zeus, so I guess we could do something else just to not conflict with it. Leave it on Artemis, just in case. Since we do have another Artemis one to find. It doesn't actually give us an increased chance, it just gives us a better rarity with it, but we do want to look for one. And it wouldn't cut down our chance of finding Zeus. Sure. Oh, let's see if we can get it deathified. Nope. So we'll want to be on the lookout for Athena down the road here, and obviously Well of Crown. I'm not super worried. One deathified isn't the end of the world.
Another day or night in paradise.
That's actually a really hard decision. If we get the one I want, then it's worth it. Otherwise, that was a big mistake. Especially if we don't actually get the rest of the build set up the way I want.
Damn it, let's come back. Message for me.
Okay. Seriously?
What else we got?
I just want attack speed up. Thank you. We just got really stupid lucky with that second Daedalus Hammer option.
You wanna die again?
So what I'd really like from this Daedalus Hammer is possibly the AoE. I guess the flying kick would be okay too, for special.
Can't do that.
That strike's not bad. Pierces foes and deals. That's a very high number. I mean, I guess, yeah, that's a really high number. Those two really want to fight.
But anyway, whatever happened with that war you mentioned, sir? If you don't mind my asking.
Well, truth be told here, stranger, I do mind. You speak as one who's not experienced a war. Those of us who survived, or you know what I mean, we do bear some responsibility to history. But all the same, it's not a time and place to which I would return. I trust you'll understand.
Thanks, sir.
Deathified back. Asterius? Nope. Stupid butterflies.
No, it's the butterfly chamber.
Nope, that's not what I wanted.
I'd like to see more options.
I'm gonna roll. Support fire. Seeking arrows. Perfect. Attack speed up, seeking arrows, chain lightning. That is what I wanted. Now I just need to get a Zeus with a jolt effect, and we'll be happy. Or honestly, any special. Anything that gives a good special at this point, I'd take.
Almost there. Let's come back.
Okay.
Coin for Charon. I can use this.
Sure. We'll take all those. Not particularly what I want here, but we'll take it.
In the name of Hades.
I guess we'll do Mark. Seeking arrows don't cause crit, so this would only be when we use our call, which isn't great. But none of these other ones are great either. I mean, I guess we could just do two shot because it doesn't actually mess with anything that much. Normally I would go palm, but we're actually kind of low on health. I hate butterflies. And those traps. Specifically those traps. We're getting kind of wrecked here, unfortunately. I feel like we have a lot of damage output,
Feeling tough.
but I'm really not 100% sure where we're at overall. I don't want to risk having a curse going into the boss fight, so I'm pretty sure that's where we're at.
All in one place.
Guess this means you must have paid the boatman's ransom here. And whatever price he charged you, it was worth it.
Delicious.
see if we can make it.
Care for a rematch?
Well now, Asterius, he's returned. And this time we shall have to vanquish him without the aid of our divine armor.
Be cautious not to underestimate him, King. He has proved troublesome before.
Nonsense, my friend. For how can one underestimate that which deserves no esteem whatsoever?
That is exactly how you underestimate it. But thank you for providing the example.
We owe everything to our audience.
Not even a scratch.
That's fine.
I don't think so.
You know that, don't you, Phil? By the power of Olympus, Artemis!
Have him in my sights.
Please, Lady Artemis!
That was way closer than it should have been, and we did pretty awful overall. I took a lot of damage.
I'll just help myself.
Like, my time's okay, but overall, probably could be better. I feel like I have to either go with Skelly or Athena here. Let's just go with the guarantee.
Won't be needing that. Got through
We'll sell
Elysium.
Ocean's Bounty just to reduce the chance we find another Poseidon. It seems like you tend to pair up somewhat. And also increases the chance of us getting... Well, it's just more money.
I'm rich.
I like money.
That's a bite. It's a cup. I'll pay for that.
Let's do Jolted. Stubborn Roots. We'll get the Hermes one after we come back through.
Hello.
That is exactly what we needed here. Jolted makes it way easier for us to get multiple stats effects going. I hadn't lost all those death defies, my plan was going to be to equip Charon's egg, or not Charon, Chaos Egg, since I still have to fulfill that. To one of the objectives I have right now is to beat Hades with the egg equip. Seriously?
No, you don't. Please, Lord Uncle Zeus, accept this gift of nectar in your honor, though it is such a pittance in comparison to all the generosity you've shown.
Very pleased to see a show of such respect and admiration for your uncle, Xandrias. You'll go quite far here on Olympus with an attitude like that. Not everyone's as mannered, nor as wise.
Yeah, jolted effects is good.
Shocking.
Shocking. Really shocking. That's what we're going with. That's what we've been reduced to. I think we're gonna continue on before we buy Hermes because we need to get, yeah, we need to make sure we have 200 for the well, just in case.
Let's see here.
And we don't have any rerolls, so that's kind of where we're at.
Should be handy. There it is already. Phew.
Not sure if it's worth the risk here.
I can leave or explore more tunnels.
Cerberus again accepts the sack.
I owe you one, boy.
I feel like it's just gonna get worse from here, so bottoms up. At worst, we don't make it. We still had a good run.
Been waiting long?
You have circumvented all of my security measures again.
Yep, that's not special dialogue. We're starting to get repeats on a couple of them. Granted, that could also be because I don't know what else, or because we don't have all the story stuff progressed further.
Megara.
Really, Zagreus?
You're surely needed elsewhere, Megara. To think you're so receptive to this form of discipline.
Come on. So close.
I think not.
I think so. Is that how this game works?
Bella is good.
I missed. That was really unfortunate. Yeah.
Not so fast.
That's unfortunate.
Finished.
Okay, let's see if we can pull this out.
Let go of me. Out of my sight.
Again? Optimus!
I'll take care of this.
That was a mistake. That right there was what we call a mistake.
Last shot.
Several levels.
You test my patience.
Oh, hi, remember me?
That was really close again.
You broke through every one of my defenses.
I feel like
once
that's
again.
about how a lot of these runs have been going recently, but I'll take it, because a win is a win.
Again.
Yeah. Doing this again sounds
Second
fun.
Hypnos for me. In my father's name.
Okay. So that was fun. I feel like we've done better. For sure.
Sure, why not?
I'd really like to actually do a run to just try and see how much darkness we can build in one go.
You're mine.
So I may try that at some point, like I said with the sword. Do a lower heat run or a no heat run. Just to make sure I get all the
Despite
darkness
having
from it.
transcended past the confines of the underworld yet again, Prince Zagreus proves utterly unable to get past this point.
Yes, that is how this works. Okay, so the plan.
Feels like it's been.
Let's see what we can turn in. I still don't know if there's a good use for gems right now. No Hypnos. Let's make sure we get Thanatos.
You can't be serious. You're serious? You know what? Fine. I'll take this and we'll go about our business. Though I don't see why you bother.
Why I bother? Why, how else can I show you how I feel except by handing you these bottles from time to time?
Have to tell you, Zag, it's different with your mother around here. Don't mean to be so obvious, but it's something about your father, I suppose.
I think they have a lot of work ahead of them. As long as they're trying, he's trying, I think I'm good with that for now. Though I am glad she's here.
I'm beginning to think we all are. And please don't take this the wrong way, but I think you and your father have a lot of work ahead of you as well.
Oh, I entirely agree with that.
That is true.
Meant to tell you, recently I noticed Megara, and I believe I saw the faintest smile play across her lips. That anything to do with you, perhaps? Not asking for specifics, mind.
You really think that has to do with me? I mean, I hope you're right, and I suppose it's possible. It's just, how can you tell?
Perhaps with time I've grown keen to more than just the weaknesses of my enemies on the battlefield. Especially since I don't have those anymore. I'm happy for you, lad. The two of you.
Thanks, Achilles. That means a lot. I hope it's not been too much, having to care for Cerberus, is it, Dusa? He isn't quite as fearsome as he seems. At least, that goes for 2 heads out of 3.
Oh, Cerberus is a good boy. He's fine. One of the highlights of the job for sure. We really hit it off after he finally realized I'm not a ball. So I've been feeding him, grooming him, changing his water dish.
Cleaning up after him?
Most definitely, yes. If you'll excuse me, by the way, he's gotta go. I mean, I've gotta go. I mean, you know what I mean. Bye.
Fates be merciful.
Our work is never done.
If I don't pet your other heads, don't bite my arm off. Deal? Hits the spot, doesn't it, boy? I know you're caught up in the middle of all this and having to weigh your loyalties more than you'd like. I'm sorry we're putting you through this.
He's a good boy.
The Underworld Prince's next attempt to bribe the monstrous triple-headed Hellhound into further liking him proves once again successful, as the kingly gift of heavenly ambrosia is beyond compare.
Megara and her sisters ganged up on me that time. I didn't think anyone could talk her into working with Alecto and Tisiphone again, or even be in the same chamber.
I can be quite persuasive under certain circumstances, boy. Though my advice to you, not that you'll take it, is not to discuss the matter openly. Megara is a professional, but she has made her feelings on the matter clear.
Didn't think things could get any more awkward with her.
Okay, we need 3,000 for that. Are there other...
Contractor, work approved. Cerberus was never keen on playing ball, but on the other hand, who doesn't like a ball?
What do you think the dog shall do with that?
Just checking if there's anything here beyond aesthetics. So many things. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything here.
To your continued success.
I heard lately from the goddess Athena, Nyx. She seems to admire you. I thought Olympians didn't like our kind.
They typically do not. But you are family, child. And why, I believed Athena wise enough to understand why someone such as I would seek her in particular. She has in turn made others in her family aware.
You make a good team.
That's a bit rough, but I'm actually gonna do it. Just because of where we're at right now. Like, this feels kind of stupid, but I'm just gonna do it.
I'll take it. Could always use more keys. Need more of those, so here. Trade you these gemstones. Too good to pass up. Let's have that nectar.
So now we can technically get diamonds back if we need them. Lots of options, all
Trade
good.
you these horrid things.
Another diamond. Some more
Totally
keys.
worth it. Fair trade. I'll take the nectar.
Well, Zag, you like things nice and complicated, don't you? Apparently, so do I.
If you're asking if I have any regrets about what happened between us, the answer is no. Being with you, any complications there are worth it.
You don't need to tell me. 2 rules if you want to keep this up. First, we set the personal aside when we're out there. I better not hear a soul say I'm going soft on you. And second, keep up this slightly more mature thing you've had going for you recently.
Wasn't planning on sliding back into the insensitive nonsense of youth, so I don't think the second thing will be a problem. But the first, can we really just keep kidding each other out there like nothing happened?
Guess you'll find out.
Should check the garden.
Excellent work, my son. Oh, this is wonderful, except I'm racked with guilt for having nothing much to give you in return. You never even got a mother's love from me.
Please don't say that. It's just a gift, all right? Besides, can't we start now? Mother and son type things, if you would like.
I'd like that even more than this fine nectar, Zagreus.
That's sweet.
This garden isn't quite the sight yours was back on the surface, is it, Mother?
On the contrary, Zagreus. It has its own unique charm, as each garden does. I was impressed it wasn't left entirely to rot after my absence.
It was totally off limits to me, though I guess Father must have taken care to maintain it as best he could.
He did, all right. Minus the part where you weren't allowed. Though, let's look after it from here, shall we?
Sounds good.
Hooray. Okay.
I hate this thing.
So, I think that's where we're gonna wrap.
There he is.
Hopefully you're still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the back to other videos on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.